Friends, this is Karan Kumar. Today I am going to give the information on units and measurement. Okay, so how to convert the units, like 1 milli means 1 millimeter means 10 power minus 3. 1 centi convert into meters, 10 power minus 2. Okay, 1 millimeter means 10 power minus 3 meters. 1 centimeter means 10 power minus 2 meters. 1 micro, 10 power minus 6 meters. 1 nano, 10 power minus 9. So these are the conversions while doing problem. It is very important. 1 pico, 10 power minus 12. 1 femto, 10 power minus 15 meters. Femtometer, femto or Fermi. This is also called a Fermi, which is used in the measurement of small size of atoms. And 1 angstrom is equal to 10 power minus 10. All are in meters. Okay, so here these are negative, small values. If we go to positive values, higher values, 1 kilo gives 10 cube. Okay, 1 mega, 10 power 6. 1 giga, 10 power 9. So this will come as higher powers. Okay, while doing problems, these are important. So next topic is, what is error? What is error? So I want to measure the length of this scale or the length of this pen. For example, this pen length is 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters. By measured by other person, it came as 4.9 centimeters. What happens? There exists an error due to some mistake. Okay, so that means there are two values. The first one is called the true value. Second one is called the measured value. Measured value. Okay, first one is called the true value, second one is called the measured value. Between these two, small mistakes are present, small errors are present. So what is the difference between these two, true value and measured value, is said to be an error. Okay, based on this error, we can explain the accuracy and precision. Accuracy and precision. So accuracy is nothing but how close how close the measured value to the true value. Okay, next up to what limit? Up to what limit the measured value to the true value? How close the measured value to the true value is called accuracy. How up to what limit the measured value to the true value is precision. So while doing problems we will get understand. Okay. Now I am going to explain the types of errors. Types of errors. So the first one is systematic error. Systematic error. Second one is called the random errors. Okay. Systematic errors. So the systematic errors examples, for example, while measuring the instrument, if the scale, so let us consider a scale. A scale is of 30 centimeters, but while doing construction, that means while manufacturing, they are getting 29.9 only. So at that time, all the instruments which are made will have only 29.9 centimeter only. They observed the mistake, again they corrected up to 30 centimeters. So the systematic errors which will present due to a machine or by a person or due to imperfection. Due to imperfection. Random errors will not come regularly, not in a uniform order. First I measure one object, length, mass, anything. So it observes, for example, I am going to measure my weight. Maybe it is 55 kg one time. And the second time I observed as it is 60 kg. And the third time I observed as 63 kg. Then which is correct? Is they are coming in a order. In the other time I am observed as 58 kg. So they are getting what? Irregular, not in a particular order. Not in a particular order. So that's why we can set they are said to be random errors. So okay, random errors, that is said to be random errors. Next, while calculating a measurement, for example, I want to calculate the value of g. G is called what? Earth acceleration due to gravity. You know the value, it is constant 9.8 centimeter per second square only on the earth surface. On earth surface only. Okay. So what happens the value of g when you go into the side of the earth or away from the earth surface? Means the value of g changes from place to place. Okay. So now I want to find out the value of g by experimentally with the help of a simple pendulum experiment. Okay. So now I am getting the values like G1 is noted as 9.81, G2 is noted as 9.82, G3 noted as 9.79, G4 9.82, G5 9.8. So if you repeat the experiment number of times, you will take the average of all the values. So it is said to be G1 plus G2 plus G3 plus G4 plus G5 by how many number of times experiment repeated? 5 times repeated. Okay, this is called the average value of G. Now